All right, what's up, everybody? Checking in from Massachusetts right now. Good to be with you again this week. A couple of quick updates here. Wearing my Boston Celtics sweatshirt today. It is banner day in the NBA, as most of you know. The Boston Celtics won the NBA championship last season. Um, Big Celtics fan. Grew up in Massachusetts. I live just about 20 miles south of Boston, so. Grew up a big Celtics fan, really fired up for the Celtics, and obviously the super cool connection to West Virginia with Joe Mazzulla being the head coach. So it gives me all the more reason to root for the Boston Celtics and kind of learn from Joe Mazzulla. Some of the stuff that he does on leadership is really unique. So give Joe Mazzulla a check if you get an opportunity. Awesome member of the 2010 Final Four team at West Virginia as well. So it's pretty cool. Uh, Had an opportunity to get to campus last weekend. Brought my family with me. It was my kids' first time seeing the campus, which was really cool. They had a great time. We did a lot of the homecoming events and whatnot. Love WVU, beautiful campus, beautiful time of year. So really enjoyed that. Okay, so as we get into um, our next module here, I just want to make sure that I give different opportunities for people to learn about the content. So one of the things is making these videos. I'll do this from time to time. It's probably not going to be every week, but hopefully these videos are helpful for some people who might learn differently. You might learn through the lens of an audio learner or a visual learner as opposed to just reading through email. So that's kind of the purpose here. Um, but at this point, everybody should have looked through the orientation model and taken the orientation quiz. Module one content will not unlock until the quiz is taken and passed. Remember, the quiz has nothing to do with your final grade. So don't worry about grades with the quiz or anything like that. But you have to take the orientation quiz in order to pass and unlock all the content from module one. Okay. You should have also completed your introductory discussion question. There's some really good ones up there. I'm also looking for replies. Replies are a great way to interact with classmates. So take the opportunity to read through a couple of classmates, reply to them. If you like something, make sure that you let them know about it. If you have a question, go ahead and ask. I like to use the model. I wonder, what if? And what if might be a question. I wonder is something else that you might want to know about, and that's just a really nice model to get kids and students in the class engaged. Okay, so let's get into module one. Module one is we have our due date of next Sunday, which is 10/27. We have our journal entry and our quiz that is due on 10/27 on Sunday. Okay. You also want to take a peek at the semester long project. There's an introduction to that. Part one instructions are tagged in the email that I'm going to send out, or the announcement, I should say. Um, so make sure you guys take a look at that. That's not due. Part one for that assignment is not due until November 3rd, but it's definitely something that you want to get ahead of. You don't want to wait till the last minute. So, begin working on that semester long project. It's essentially your leadership portfolio. You can find the information for the project in the email or in the content module itself. What it's asking for you to do is to come up with your initial leadership philosophy and self assessment. The project is meant to be deeply reflective. I hope that it serves as a guiding platform for you to develop your leadership style, set some goals, and hopefully develop a process for achieving them. Some personal advice around going through part one and in the whole project as a whole is, you're closer to your dreams than you think. I often say you're one meeting, one relationship, or one decision away from achieving your dreams or your goals. So don't worry about the thoughts that don't serve you. They love to creep in. Keep them on the side. I believe positive thinking is a habit, and your dreams and goals are essentially a preview of what you can become. So understand that you belong in your dreams, build habits to achieve them, and be the leader of your own life. And my hope is that this project will be a vehicle for you to find success however you might define success. So dive into the project. I think it's deeply reflective and a great opportunity for you to hopefully design a process for you to achieve whatever goals and success looks like for you. Okay? Um, Module 1 content. So by the end of Module 1, my hope is that you can do the following. I want you to be able to define leadership and various leadership styles. I want you to be able to differentiate between leadership and management. I want you to examine how leadership is understood through fundamental theories and models. And I want you to be able to identify leadership settings and structures, especially in the sport profession, and reflect upon one's personal identities as a leader and understandings of leadership in sport contexts. You have a little bit of reading that needs to be done. You need to read chapter 1 in our book, Contemporary Leadership in Sports Organizations. And in the announcement that I'm putting out, I'm going to include a summary of key points from that chapter. The key points are great. There's a lot of good information in there. But I think it's important to note that you have to actually read the entire chapter, not just the summary of key points, to capture the full essence of what we're going for here in Module 1. Okay? Make sure you have a good understanding of the 4 theories and models presented. We talk about the charismatic leadership, we talk about skills approach, behavioral theory, and the trait theory. So make sure that you have a clear understanding of those 4 models and understand the differences between them. I love the image that we include that talks about leader, follower, and situation. I took a leadership development program at Providence College after my time at West Virginia. I have a graduate certificate in leadership development from Providence, and we talked a lot about this. We talked a lot about being relational beings, having a relationship with the environment or the leader or the followers within any experience that we're in. So having the ability to build situational awareness around those experiences and having the understanding that if the leader, the follower, or the situation or environment shift or change at all, your entire relationship with that experience can change, either positively or negatively. So if you're the leader, understanding that if the environment shifts, the people who are following you, their relationship is going to shift with that experience, and so on and so forth. I think it's a really good image and graphic for us to take a peek at. Okay. You guys have a quiz that you have to take, and that's due. The quiz is 20 minutes timed. It's 10 questions. So take your time when you're in there, but make sure that you understand 20 minutes is all you have. And it really does a good job of kind of going through and making sure it's a check for understanding, essentially, that you reviewed the content. And then you also have a Module 1 journal entry, which is due on Sunday. This journal entry is going to ask you to share your, it's really the point or the goal of it is to help you shape your leadership awareness. One of the questions it's going to ask is if you see yourself as a leader and for you to share your personal leadership journey. So please reference a lived experience or experiences that have helped shape or mold your understanding of leadership. Share with us your leadership philosophy, and if you see yourself as a leader, and if you have different examples that you want to cite, that would be great. And you can access the journal entry prompt right in the email that I'm sending or in the actual module itself. So quick summary here. You need to make sure that your orientation quiz is passed. You need to make sure that your introduction, discussion, and replies are completed. Engage in the Module 1 content. Complete the Module 1 quiz. Complete the journal entry for Module 1. And then begin working on your semester-long project Part 1, which isn't due until November 3rd. As always, feel free to reach out to me if you want to connect. You guys can reach out to me on a message or an email. And looking forward to it. So thank you and best of luck in Module 1.